Hello friends, welcome to ELS English Literature Studies with Core Harpreet. Today I will discuss MCQs which are competition level based, and this is part 2. Again today I will discuss these questions, and it comes under the series of test yourselves, right? This is part 2. So let's get started with question number 1. Which of the following employs a narrative structure in which the main action is relayed at second hand through an enclosing frame story? Which of the following implies a narrative structure in which the main action is relayed at second hand through an enclosing frame story? Options are given: Sons and Lovers, Ulysses, The Power and the Glory, Heart of Darkness. So friends, right answer is answer D, Heart of Darkness. Next question. Who among the following proposed that the first Gulf War had never taken place? It was simply a hyperreal, media-generated spectacle. It was proposed by whom? Options are given. So right answer or right option is option C, Jean Baudrillard. Option C is the correct answer. Question number 3. The Tragedy of Pharex and Porix is the other title of. The Tragedy of Pharex and Porix is the other title of Gorboduc, Ralph Reisterdoester, Damon and Pythias, Lamentable Tragedy. The Tragedy of Pharex and Porix is the other title of Gorboduc. Right? Option A is the correct answer. Gorboduc is a mythical king of ancient Britain who was known primarily as the subject of the earliest English tragic play in blank verse Gorboduc, which was written by Thomas Naughter and Thomas Sequele, and which was first performed in 1561. Right. Then next question is, Picture of Dorian Gray was written by whom? Again options are given. Picture of Dorian Gray was written by whom? Option A is the correct answer. It was written by Oscar Wilde. Oscar Wilde, he wrote poetry, short stories, critical essays, book reviews, and hundreds of letters, but he published only one novel, that is The Picture of Dorian Gray, right? Which first appeared in Monthly Magazine 1890. Next question is, among these, who belongs to the absurd school of drama? Among these, who belongs to the absurd school of drama? Right answer is option B, that is Beckett. And if we talk about language in such plays, it is often, we can say, it is often dislocated, full of puns and repetitions. And Samuel Beckett employed the forms of comedy, from tragicomedy to farce, to convey the vision of an exhausted civilization, right? And to convey the vision of a chaotic world, right? And the very endurance of life amid these harsh circumstances that obtained in his place, it as once we can say a tribute to the human power, right? So it was written by who belongs to the absurd school of drama? It is Beckett. Next is, Jonathan Swift belongs to which period? Renaissance period, Restoration period, Romantic period, or Augustan age? Jonathan Swift belongs to Augustan age. So option D is the correct answer. Things Fall Apart is a line from W.B. Yeats. Which work? Among School Children, Byzantium. This is ZA. Byzantium, Sailing to Byzantium, or The Second Coming? Option D is the correct answer, The Second Coming. Things Fall Apart is a line from The Second Coming by W.B. Yeats. Arrange the following in the chronological order. Yes, read it very carefully. And options are given. Then in option A we have 4 3 1 2. Option B is 3 2 1 4, right? And then option C is 1 2 4 3, and option D is 2 1 3 4. Read it yourself firstly, and you have to arrange it in the chronological order. So friends, right answer is here option A, that is Percy's Relics of Ancient English Poetry, then French Revolution, then Mary Wollstonecraft's Vindication of the Rights of Women, and then Lyrical Ballads. So option A, 4312. Option A is the correct answer. Which of the two novels of Jane Austen have the spa town of Bath as a primary location? Again, options are given. Emma, Pride and Prejudice, Northanger Abbey, or Persuasion. The right combination according to the code is A and D, B and C, C and D, or A and B. Which of the two novels of Jane Austen have the spa town of Bath as a primary location? Option C is the correct answer, that is C and D. April is the cruelest month of all is taken from T.S. Eliot's. Options are given. April is the cruelest month of all is taken from T.S. Eliot's The Wasteland. So option A is the correct answer. Next question is question number 11. Which of the following is true of the Canterbury Tales? Which of the following is true of the Canterbury Tales? Options are given. Option A, option B, option C, or option D. Option C is the correct answer. Question number 12 is given and options are given. Options are like this: practical criticism, new criticism, standard English project, or basic English project. So friends, answer here is option D, that is basic English project. Tales from Shakespeare is written by Charles Lamb. Option B is the correct answer. Tales from Shakespeare is an English children's book written by the siblings Charles and Mary in 1807. Right? Then next question is, this pseudonym used by this person for getting his work published in London magazine. So option A is the correct answer. Which poem by Chaucer was written on the death of Blanche, wife of John of God? Options are given. So here option C is the correct answer, the Book of Duchess. Now next question is the author of the provoked husband was. Names are given. You have to name the author of this work, provoked husband. So option D is the correct answer. Van Brugh is the author of this work. The Irish dramatic movement was heralded by such figures as. The Irish dramatic movement was heralded by such figures as. Option B is. Option C is. And option D. Option A is the correct answer. W.B. Yeats, Lady Gregory, and Edward Martin. Next question is question number 18. A Passage to India is written by whom? E.M. Forster, Joseph Conrad, Lawrence, or Hardy, Thomas Hardy. A Passage to India is written by E.M. Forster. Option A is the correct answer. Tear Idle Tears is a poem by whom? Robert Frost, Alfred Lord Tennyson, W.B. Yeats, or T.S. Eliot. It is a poem by Tennyson. Option B is the correct answer. I am no prince, Hamlet, is a line written by whom? Shakespeare, W.B. Yeats, T.S. Eliot, or Auden. I am no prince, Hamlet. It is written by whom? It is written by T.S. Eliot. So friends, this is all about today's video. I hope you will like the content, and if you like it, please hit the like button, share and subscribe my channel, and if you are new to my channel, please hit the bell button so that you can get notifications from my upcoming videos. Thanks a lot for watching.